Hi students, I'm Madam Fuzia. Today we are going to enter Unit 3, The Wonders of Nature. So what is the meaning of the wonders of nature? It is keajaiban alam semula jadi. So in this unit, we are going to go through this topic, reading, vocabulary, grammar, listening, speaking, and the last one, we are going to have writing. Alright, so let's take a look at the picture. Okay, what do you see? Okay, I think I see like a half face of a woman. Her fingers, her hand, the shoulders. This one looks like the grass here. Looks like her hair. This one, close eyes. Okay, now let's take a look at the caption here. The sleeping mud meat is a sculpture that changes with every change of the season. Okay, what do you think the season is? Obviously, it is not winter. If it is winter, I'm sure the face or this sculpture will be covered with thick snow or snow maybe. Okay, the base is made of wood. Mud is lumpur and cement. The mud made can be admired in the Lost Gardens of Heligan, Cornwall, England. So later on when COVID is gone, maybe if you go to England, you can visit this place and take a look at this sculpture or the mud made. Okay, now, so what are the example of the wonders of nature that you know or you have heard before? Can you give me examples? Alright, maybe we can take a look at this one. Okay, a guide to 7 natural wonders of world. Okay, now let's take a look at the first one. This one is very famous. The Northern Lights or Aurora Borealis. Nowadays there are many girls or babies named after Aurora. Okay, now look at the sky, look at the picture, very beautiful, the lights. Okay, so here is in Norway. So where can you find the other Aurora Borealis? Maybe you can go and visit Alaska, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, and Finland. Okay, and the second one, okay, what do they have? Okay, we have the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is very famous. Do you know where it is situated? It is situated in USA. Alright, what about? Okay, Arizona, USA. Okay, next you have Paricutin. What is that? It is a volcano. Okay, now it is situated in Mexico. What's that? So Paricutin last erupted in 1952. Okay, what else? Okay, next we have Victoria Falls. Now look at the falls. Look at the air terjun, very big. Okay, where it is? It is located in Africa along the borders of Zambia and Zimbabwe. This spectacular waterfall runs off from the Zambezi River. Okay, next we have, okay, this one is very famous. I'm sure every one of you know this, Mount Everest. Okay, where is Mount Everest? Okay, Mount Everest lies within the Himalayan mountain range on the border of Nepal and Tibet, China. Okay, what else? Okay, number 6, you have Great Barrier Reef. So where is this Great Barrier Reef? Okay, this is situated in Australia. Okay, and the last one you have, what is this? Harbor of Rio de Janeiro. Where is it? So this is in Brazil. Okay, it is surrounded by granite mountains and pinnacles. So you look at the mountains. Tengok sini. So this one is granite, batu granite, okay? Including Sugarloaf Mountain, Cargovada Peak, and the Tehuka Hills. So it was created by erosion caused by the Atlantic Ocean. So ini daripada air ataupun apa tu ombak dan juga angin daripada lautan Atlantik. Okay, now let's go back to your textbook. Okay. Alright, for reading activity for today, we are going to do activity A, B, and C. Okay, for activity A. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, what do you usually read? Okay, look at the ideas below. Which ones do you read the most? Okay, we have books, e-books, magazines, text messages, newspapers, notices and posters, websites, blogs, adverts and postcards. So, yang mana satu yang kamu paling banyak baca? So, I'm sure as young teenagers and me as well, I read e-books, text messages, nowadays online newspapers, of course websites about almost anything, and blogs from written by my favorite bloggers. Okay, and adverts. What is adverts? Adverts is iklan. It is from the word advertisement. Postcard. What is postcard? Okay, if you do not know, postcard is like one card and you have a stamp here and you have the address here and you have the messages here. Have you tried using postcard before? Okay. Usually we use letters, but I think letters nowadays is also old school already. Nowadays we use email. I'm sure you remember in your written or writing activity before, you need to write an email, right? Okay, now. Okay, now B. Okay, look at the ideas in A again. Decide if the information you read in each, okay, gives facts, memberi fakta, entertains the reader, menghiburkan pembaca, is educational, memberi maklumat ataupun pengetahuan, gives personal opinions, memberi ataupun ada pendapat peribadi. Okay, now let's take a look again. For give facts, okay, what do you think give facts? Maybe magazines, newspapers, websites, and also advertisement. What about entertains the reader? Memberi hiburan. I think magazines. Newspapers also can be included because they have maybe the comic section. What do you think? And also maybe websites. For example, a comic. What do we call that one? That one with the cartoon. I forgot the name. And okay, is educational, memberi pengetahuan. Maybe newspapers, blogs, websites, magazines, and also books and e-books. Okay, give personal opinions. I think blogs. The opinions of the writers of postcards, newspapers, text messages. What else? What do you think? Okay, next. Let's move on to C. Okay, read the text quickly. Where could you read this type of text? What type of information does it have in it? Okay, now let's take a look. Cities beneath the sea. Bandar-bandar di bawah ataupun under lautan. Okay, before we proceed, now let's take a look at the picture. Okay, what do you think the man is doing? So the man is holding like a bottle and pouring something onto the coral reefs, terumbu karang. Okay, what do you think is this? Okay, now let's take a look at the caption. A diver uses cyanide to collect fish from coral reef in the Philippines. So this one is a diver. He is a diver. Traders can receive a high price for reef fish in aquarium markets. So maybe this diver, later on he's going to sell the fish that he's collected to the traders. Then the traders, they are going to sell at the markets. As you know, maybe you have seen before in the movie or in the pictures, the fishes here, they are very nice and beautiful, colorful fishes, right? Okay. Before we start before we start reading this passage, now let's take a look at the word focus. What are the words we should focus? We have a few. The first one, we have coral polyp, a small animal that lives in the sea. Next we have limestone, a rock that is made of calcium carbonate, or in Bahasa Melayu you call it batu kapur. Next you have cement, a grey powder that is mixed with sand and water to make concrete. Next you have equator, an imaginary line drawn around the middle of the earth. Ada satu garisan. For example, like this one is garisan khatulistiwa, right? And then where is the equator? Is it the same? Next, mollusk, an animal that has a soft body and is often covered with a shell, dilindungi oleh cengkerang. Next, tan, make unconscious, tidak sedar, dan unable to move for a short time, tidak boleh bergerak dalam jangka masa yang singkat ataupun pendek. Now let's continue with the reading activity. Right. Coral polyps are truly the animals that help make the world. For millions of years, tiny coral polyps have been building underwater cities. What is tiny? Tiny is kecil. The polyps create something called limestone, which they then live on top of. So this one. Is it this one? There are huge amounts of limestone under the ocean in islands and mountains. These limestone islands and mountains are called coral reefs. So this one is made of limestone, batu kapur. Coral reefs are terumbu karang. Some reefs are bigger than anything people have ever made. The Egyptians used it to build the Great Pyramids. You know pyramids? I'm sure you know the triangle thing. We have used limestone to build many buildings, and crushed limestone is used to make cement. See, you look at the beautiful coral reef here, terumbu karang, sangat cantik. Next. A variety of life, kepelbagaian hidupan. Living coral reefs are amazing cities beneath the sea that are full of life. The reefs develop well in the warm oceans near the equator. Apa tu air yang suam? Among the world's most colorful places, coral reefs are full of brightly colored fish. Reef fish are an important food source for humans, and many are caught for food around the world. Next. The biggest of them all. The Great Barrier Reef in Australia is the largest reef in the world, yang paling besar sekali di dalam dunia. It is 200 kilometers long, over 400 types of coral, 1,500 species of fish, and approximately 4,000 types of mollusks live in, on and around the reef. Lebih kurang, okay? Each year, setiap tahun, thousands of visitors come to see this remarkable world beneath the waves. However, walau bagaimanapun, there are rules, ada peraturannya. Visitors can only visit 5% of the reef. Pelancong hanya boleh melawat 5% sahaja daripada terumbu karang tersebut. In this way, they can still enjoy the reef while it remains protected for future generations. Why? Because they want to, kerana dia ingin menyelamatkan terumbu karang tersebut untuk generasi akan datang. Who are the future generations? You are the future generations as well as your kids and your daughters and the son of your kids. Okay, next. Threats to coral reefs. Ancaman-ancaman kepada terumbu karang. Okay, in recent years, pada tahun-tahun sebelum ini, a number of dangers have threatened coral reefs and the life that depends on them. One of the biggest threats is an illegal way of fishing that explodes bombs in the water to kill as many fish as possible. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, salah satu daripada ancaman terbesar adalah memancing secara haram, iaitu menggunakan bom di dalam air untuk membunuh sebanyak ikan yang mungkin. It kills most living things and causes great damage to the reef's structure. Ia mengakibatkan kerosakan yang teruk kepada struktur terumbu karang dan juga membunuh kebanyakan hidupan laut di dalam membunuh kebanyakan hidupan laut. Okay, fishing with an extremely dangerous chemical called cyanide is another threat to reefs, particularly in the Philippines. Okay, memancing dengan menggunakan bahan kimia yang sangat berbahaya yang dipanggil cyanide adalah salah satu juga ancaman kepada terumbu karang. Fishermen put this poisonous chemical into the reef water because it stuns the fish and they can't move. Para nelayan memasukkan atau meletakkan bahan kimia berbahaya ini ke dalam air terumbu karang tersebut kerana ia tidak menggerakkan ataupun mematikan sekejap. Bukan mematikan, dia tidak menggerakkan ikan dan tidak boleh bergerak. Then they catch the fish easily, dia tangkap ikan dengan mudah and then sell them for big money to aquariums or restaurants. The chemical they use kills coral polyps and causes large areas of the reef to die. Ia mengakibatkan mematikan banyak coral polyps tu dan kawasan besar daripada terumbu karang itu pun mati. Okay, next. Water pollution also damages reef. Pencemaran air juga boleh merosakkan terumbu karang. In addition, tambahan pula, warmer water in the oceans has been causing many areas of reefs to turn white, mengakibatkan terumbu karang bertukar menjadi putih. Bila dia jadi putih, dia dah mati. Okay, biologists are worried that further warming may damage coral reefs even more. Ahli biologi agak gusar ataupun bimbang yang kepanasan air itu akan mengakibatkan kerosakan terumbu karang itu menjadi lebih teruk. Okay, next. Reasons for hope. Harapan yang kita ada apa dia? Okay, threats to coral reefs are serious. Ancaman-ancaman kepada terumbu karang ini adalah sangat serius, but there is reason to hope that they will survive. Survive, masih lagi boleh hidup. Coral reef conservation can help these tiny coral polyps, which have survived natural threats for millions of years, to rebuild the damaged reefs that so many oceans creatures and plants depend on. Okay, so that's all for the reading activity. Okay, next, your task is, okay, look at this beautiful girl over here. Okay, you need to do ideas focus. Okay. Okay, the questions are, do you agree with protecting coral reefs from tourists? Why not? Adakah kamu setuju dengan penjagaan ataupun penjagaan terumbu karang daripada pelancong-pelancong? Kenapa ataupun kenapa tidak? Okay, which structures on Earth do you think can be seen from outer space? Struktur bangunan yang manakah daripada bumi ataupun di bumi yang kamu rasa boleh dilihat daripada ruang angkasa? Okay, for these questions, boys and girls, you can answer in Google Classroom. Okay, you can record your audio file and also you can type your response. And also, if you have no access to Google Classroom, you can write in your book, okay, your grammar or comprehension book. And the last way for you is you can message me through WhatsApp and also Telegram. Alright, so there are 3 options here that you can use to reach me, to give your answers to me. Okay, you don't have to repeat. For example, if you record the audio or when you type the questions or the answers, you don't have to repeat the questions. Tak perlu ulang soalan ni. You can straight away answer the questions. Terus jawab soalan. Okay, because I already know the questions. Okay. Alright, that's all for today. See you next time. Thank you.